This internet now for the only facility.
It's the major facility that's
It's in this school now.
I just knew.
You only can question now, yeah.
Oh, lose. Come here.
Foul play is not allowed when operating on a machine.
Yeah. Did you get the info?
You have to be serious. Yeah. Just be doing anyhow then.
I'm gonna stay, let me take you. Okay. Do as if you are looking at me. Look at me. Okay. No, consider what you are doing. Okay, well, let me.
Why you not follow the lead? Hello, sir. Looks good on you. My name is
The loud and clear.
My name is Ikechukwu Emmanuel Obinna. We are here for the Empower program.
Okay.
C. So we are here. They are training us on M-Build and automobile training and agro. Many, but let me just give a brief of what I've learned so far. You know, when you talk of advanced mechanized agriculture, it's talking about using technological equipment to improve farming, you know, to farm on a larger scale. So, and a major equipment for such activity is a tractor. So this tractor, I learned that in a tractor, you know, for every engine, this is a tractor. In every engine, there is what we call an engine. We have different parts of an equipment. We have an engine. So in an engine fueling system, we have how the engine operates, how from ignition, combustion, power, and the rest of them. So initially, I was thinking of embarking on agricultural farming in a larger quantity. So it's on my mind all this while. And as I'm growing up, I'm trying to align myself with such thing. And as God may have it, this program is very good. It's as if it's what I prayed for. So they just put me where what I dreamed to achieve in life. So they taught me a lot on how to use a tractor and the key things that I need to know as a farmer, as an advanced farmer. So the plan is that in the next few years, I will see myself as a farmer who is farming on a larger quantity with all these, and maybe probably with all this knowledge I've acquired from this Metallurgical Institute. I will improve myself and see if I can. From what I've learned from this program, it's wonderful, and by the special grace of God, maybe in the next few years, I will see myself as an employer of labor with the knowledge I've acquired from this. To the Honorable Minister, Mrs. Sadiq Omaya, Farouk, yeah, I want to use this medium to express my special gratitude to her for this wonderful program they created. Ever since the beginning of this, from batch A, batch B, and batch C, it really has helped our Nigerian youth. I'm a living testimony of this wonderful improvement, wonderful program. Okay. The president is just a wonderful idea of this Empower program of a thing. So it really helped our youth. And the only thing I'm asking is for them to create more of this. You know, in Nigeria today, youth, we are going through a lot. You know, lack of unemployment is everywhere. So everybody, so we need this kind of program. This kind of program will motivate our youth. It will give our youth more insight to be an employer of labor. You know, give them the knowledge, the understanding to to be self-employed to better their lives. So
That's
let me get the ignition. Let's see that we are.
Okay. I am Muhammad Ladan from Heavy Mobile Department, Metallurgical Training Institute, Onitsha.
okay. We know that you are one of the resource persons that has been taking these people from Empower on Agrotech.
Yes, sir.
So, how has it been?
Yes, it has been well with the students as well as...
Look up on the screen.
It has been well with the students as well as the course itself. Because I took them on course of transmission, that is power transmission.
Okay.
How does the engine generate its power from chemical energy to mechanical energy, and how the power is being used.
Okay.
On the aspect of the course I took them was to transmit the power which has been generated by engine.
Okay.
In this case, we use chemical energies to produce power, as we cannot, by manual power, we cannot use our hand to cultivate land and other things. So we now use the chemical power, which is the engine, and drive the power and transmit the power into our agro-mechanical machines like cultivation, harrowing of the thing, conveying of the production, like how you can see it on the gearbox here, where the power has been transmitted. That is from the engine to the flywheel, from the flywheel to the gearbox, and from gearbox to what? To the propeller shaft via what? Via the rear axle or to the road wheels. So when you get power, the power gate there, you can manipulate the engine, even when you want to cultivate land. That is by using what? The harrow, which we use on what? Cultivation of the land. From there now, down to conveying of the agro products to market or to where we want to store them. That was how I handled the course, and in fact, it was so impressive the way the Empower students respond to the course, and in fact, we appreciate the effort of federal government.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Mr. Ladan.
Thank you,
Engineer Ladan. It's wonderful.
Yes,
What is your general assessment on the side of the participants of the students?
Well, it was marvelously okay because the students turn up in mass and they pay attention, because if the federal government can continue with this exercise, in fact, it will enhance the redundancy of our graduates in the country, because most of the graduates, if the lack of these skills on their training program and in the schools, so they cannot be, some of them now are proudly proud of what they learn from our institute here to go and develop themselves in agricultural products of the country. So in fact, if the federal government can enhance and help the students, in fact, they will produce more of agricultural output to the country. It can increase what? Food production in the country.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
It's a pleasure having you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
It's all right.
Engineer Femi.
Noise.
My name is Engineer
Loud,
Femi.
loud.
My name is Engineer Femi. So basically, yesterday,
So you're one of those that took the Empower people on automobile in agro-tech application and so on. So please, which area did you take them? And what do you expect they should learn at the end of that area? Or what are the learning objectives?
okay, basically, the Empower program covers about 3 modules.
Okay.
The modules which include the safety part of it, also covers the petrol engine, principle of engine system. Then it also extends to the electrical part of it, which is the simple electronic part of it. Then it also covers them to we also do engine management. We also cover the wheel and tire services.
That's wonderful.
We cover also the area of transmission system. Then we cover also area of air condition and refrigeration system. So basically, we are looking at in our few contacts engine diagnosis, which we were able to fix a particular vehicle that was having an issue with ABS system. Then, in a nutshell, this has given them an overall insight to be able to demonstrate, give effective procedure to troubleshoot a vehicle, a live vehicle, and be able to come out with a solution after which such a task can end with a discovery of what actually is the problem. Then also, this also will strengthen their knowledge outside this environment to be able to tackle different challenges. Now, our scope is not only to limit them to a particular concept of diagnosis, but also to broaden their mind in every areas as they will be faced with different challenges outside this environment. The initiative of the Empower, I think, is to basically empower an individual to be able to technically know how to carry out maintenance, repair, and services, and also be able to carry out skill acquisition. And this, I think, is a good initiative by the presidency. And also, and by this pool of great knowledge and input, I think we can be able to have an individual who can go out and represent the country, both internationally and within the country as well. So I think we have been able to come up with something, and we can be proud of them outside this environment that they can be able to deliver.
That's wonderful. So what is your own assessment, the performance of their interest, the enthusiasm? What can you say about it? I mean, on the side of the trainees, the empowered students.
Yes, I think basically initially from the concept of this initiative, we had a little challenge in the areas of trainees that were sent to the institute to undergo such program. Some of them initially were not having the mindset to undergo such
But on this very set you took now, what can you say about them? How do you see their enthusiasm?
Yes, I think the first initial concept of maybe just a mechanic work has been that undermine their mind. I think they have outgrown that to see that they really need this knowledge outside this place.
And they really participated in terms of attendance. And
fully, they really participated, and they marvelously done well. And I think we can be proud of them outside this place as well.
Thank you very much. What do you say? Is that your name again?
My name is Engineer Femi.
Okay. It's a pleasure.
That now is that you want to carry out a test, voltage test of the battery. Okay. The first thing is you want to make sure that you are on DC. Hello. You want to make sure you're on DC. Okay. Then you know the battery, very automotive battery is in DC. So after that, the black signifies negative. Okay, negative or terminals. Then you can have that by one side. Then the red ones signify what? Positive. So what you want to do is you can touch the positive, then you also touch the negative with it. Okay, go ahead and do that. So then we should be able to see. Can you make contact with the positive?
Okay.
Look at the readings. Can somebody tell us the reading from there?
Yeah.
Is that
No reach 50.
50?
Okay. Now, if you look at it,
I want to get their face.
if you look at it, we are using 50, right? So we are using this. Then it's the calibration. You can see from 1 to 10. Therefore,
My name is Ezatu Gushina Remijus.
Okay. So what exercise, what program are you people doing here at Metallurgical Training Institute on Onitsha? I can see you people handling some auto electric tools for auto diagnosis and so on. So what program are you people here from? What are you people doing?
We are here for Empower program
Okay.
at the Metallurgical Institute of College, Onitsha.
Okay, that's wonderful. You are welcome.
I've learned a lot, but here now with me, I want to measure the voltage of this battery using the meter here.
Okay.
So to make sure I get normal voltage are needed for this battery to work with the engine.
That's really wonderful. Okay, you are using some testing instruments to analyze the voltage coming out of a car engine, that is battery car engine. That's wonderful. I can see it. So tell us, what impact has this program, Empower program, you people are doing here in Metallurgical Training Institute, what impact has it made in your life?
As it may goes on, it has created a lot of impact in me already. For me to be a beneficiary, it has done a lot in my life.
Okay, that's wonderful. So what are your plans after this program? What do you intend to achieve with them? Do you have plans at the end of this program?
And from it, I will still employ some other persons to benefit from my workshop.
That's wonderful.
The Honorable Minister, Mrs. Sadiya Farouk, she has done more of good to the youth of Nigeria. And we enjoy the program so far. I must say thank you to Mr. President Muhammadu Buhari for bringing out this opportunity for us to benefit and have something to do with ourselves.
That's really wonderful. You are welcome, okay?
Thank you.
You are welcome. Your name?
My name is Automative.
So what are you people doing here at Metallurgical Training Institute, Onitsha?
We are doing about GPT. We are doing Empower program.
Okay, Empower program. That's wonderful. So since you people started this Empower program here in Metallurgical Training Institute, is there anything, are there some things you have learned?
Yes, they taught us about PPT, personal protective equipment. They have taught us how to protect ourselves doing work whenever we are in workshop. Doing something.
Okay.
Like if you are handling all this equipment, mechanical equipment, automobile equipment, that we are to wear our overall, our safety goggles, our hand gloves, then put on our helmet so that we protect ourselves from all these things falling from up.
That's really wonderful. So you people were drilled on the importance and relevance of personal protective equipment. Yeah. That's wonderful, and I can see you fully kitted and then ready for work. Okay, that is wonderful. So what are your plans at the end of this program?
My plans at the end of the program, in case if I engage myself in any workshop, that I'm to wear this personal protective equipment that I'm putting on, then I should at least tell other people there that all of us have to put on all these things so as to protect ourselves from all this injury or bruises.
That's
so
wonderful.
I will not engage ourselves in anything that is.
Show her name.
I can say to Honorable Minister, I can say thank you for bringing out this opportunity for the youth to engage in. At least it has empowered us so much to go further in our various lives. Mr. President Mohammed Buhari, I can say a very big thank you also for bringing out this opportunity to other government people to also enlighten the youth on how to use all these automobiles and all these mechanical equipment and all these PPT equipment. So it has helped us so much. At least all of us have learned so many things from it, the ones that we have not known and the ones that we have known.
That's really wonderful. You are welcome. What do you say? Is that your name again?
Ogato Precious Sama.
It's okay. Thank you, Precious. You are welcome, okay?
By the engine. That is the chemical reaction of our engine. If airflow intake of the engine is being contract, which is an expansion. After preparing expansion is the power produced. Then the power will not be stored on the flywheel. So for us to use the power, this engine is a multi-purpose machine. You can use it for anything. You can use it for marine, aeroplane, motor vehicle. So for you to use that power, we now convey it to what? The transmission system. On the transmission system, we have what we call clutch, which is the transmission plate attached to the flywheel. On that plate, the power is being conveyed from the engine to what? To the flywheel, then transmitted to the clutch plate. Then from there, we now come back to accelerate or disengage or control the speed, the power produced by engine. On that aspect, we have what we call gear selector, which you see the gear box here now. As you can see the gear box, you now select the gear. The selection of the gear cannot give you the type of speed you want. You firstly engage in gear 1, then you release your leg from the clutch, where you see what we call clutch plate, clutch sleeve here. Look at it. It's being attached here. So when you move here, as you are releasing your clutch, you are now bringing the friction plate together with the discs now to transmit the power. After transmitting the power, the gear will now select the type of speed you need. Then you now come to work universal joint. The universal joint is being attached here, coupled with the gearbox, so that what will happen with the universal joint, it controls the flexibility and the road position of what? Of the motion. Because as it's moving on the motion, there's the possibility that the one side of the tire will be up or the other side will be down. So for that, it needs to be flexible. So the universal joint is also dancing to the flexibility of the motion. Then you now transfer it to what? To the propeller shaft, which is this very particular shaft you are seeing. You are the end of propeller shaft, which is this now. So the propeller shaft now transmits it directly to what? To the rear axle, which is this. This is the rear axle. So you see how the cross-sectional area of the rear axle is now. Then the rear axle has what we call a push shaft, which is this bevel gear you are seeing. So it collects this motion from the gearbox to the rear axle. To the rear axle. On the rear axle now we have what we call planet or bevel gear, which is this. So this one is not turning with other gears inside. Look at it called planet. Look at them inside. So as it's turning, it depends on the area you are going. As you are going, if the vehicle wants to turn to the right, the transmission will now hold the left-hand side of the tire instead of them to go directly together. So you will find out that one will stand still, and while the right-hand side will now move towards the left-hand side, the direction you want the vehicle to go. And if you are going to this direction, it now hold the right-hand side, and the left side will now go towards it. That is how the transmission is being made. Here now you can see is for friction, for brake system. When we come to brake system cost, then we'll come back and explain this very particular.
That's really wonderful. Let somebody ask a question. Just ask any question. Ask something. If you want to ask, let me get to your face.
Ask anything you can.
This is the machine. So from the engine now. Yes. When you come here, can this thing also be applied in a speedboat?
Of course. When you want to apply this on the speedboat, you can either use direct or indirect. You understand? The direct system is that you remove what? The gearbox and connect it directly to the output shaft of the engine, which is the flywheel. Then, but if there is necessity for you to control the speed, because you cannot be accelerating the engine. You cannot transmit the speed of the engine directly to the speedboat. So this gearbox is needed so that you can be able to control the speed. You can also disengage the speed and make the engine be steaming. If you connect it directly, that means you cannot control the engine unless anytime you start the engine, it can't be moving direct. So it is necessary that you can control this, but when you control it, there's what we call impeller. Impeller is speedboat. If you are controlling speedboat, there's a propeller inside water that will be like plunge. That when it's turning, if you not be bubbling the water, pushing the water backward and pushing the object forward. You understand? So that one, it has a direction of steering. As you are turning it, the impeller, the turning of this impeller will not direct the speed of the boat, the direction of the water that will turn the front of the boat.
That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Thank you.
Oh, lose. Come here.
Foul play is not allowed when operating on a machine.
Yeah. Did you get the info?
You have to be serious. Yeah. Just be doing anyhow, guys.
I'm gonna say, let me take you.